What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 65th episode of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. Jeremy Johnson, along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello tonight. And, gentlemen, it's been a heck of a week.
It was an interesting weekend.
You know why? Because Thanksgiving is coming up, and that's what it's all about. Oh, I mean, there's other things that have happened from what I've heard.
I'm giving thanks. Good bourbon, good food.
That's fair.
Important things in life, you know.
Exactly, you know. Good MMA shows in the past here. I know Mr. Nasello down in the corner worked a couple this weekend, looking good out there on television. So, hello, Matthew Perlman in the comments. Thank you very much. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. Remember when he was like 6 and just talked and interviewed people? So crazy. So now he's like married and shit. It's because we're old. But anyway, all right. Tonight, though, we are going to be talking, of course, all about in the MMA world, combat sports world, really.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Do I?
He would cover all the shows and that.
He was like literally like this
His
tall.
dad, Brian, would bring him around and that. Yeah.
Is his dad Brian?
Brian
Perlman.
Worked at Bellator, didn't he?
No.
No.
Wrong one?
No.
There was a Brian Perlman that worked at Bellator. That's one.
Right.
His dad was a school principal, superintendent.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm not from Valley Park, so I don't know.
Anyway.
Good people all the way around.
Absolutely.
No, I just don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
feel
don't
you.
remember.
I'm feeling
You're
you.
old.
It happens to all of us. No, tonight, though, of course, we are talking all about Thanksgiving because nothing else happened in the world of anything. So, no, tonight, though, we will, of course, be breaking down the biggest fight in boxing history. That's right. Jake Paul taking on Mike Tyson has happened, and we're going to break it all down for you. We're also going to be talking about Jon Jones. Is he the greatest ever? But first, we, of course, it is Thanksgiving is coming up. Mm-hmm. And I did get a question, and that was, what was your biggest idea of what cocktail to make to last through the day? And also, what tools are you needed? So,
And what light you use when you come out of the closet.
yes.
That was the other one I seen.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I seen that one.
I don't know why everybody thinks
What light
that.
do you turn on when you come out of the
Well,
closet?
Stacy's best friend is, and she thinks you are.
I'm
just going to leave it at that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So,
he thought,
Shonda, honestly, Jim's friends, they're gay, right? They're partners? These two.
Ask who was the bottom.
shut up.
That was unanimous.
Oh, really? Damn. Okay. Anyway, we're going to move on. Jim Range, tonight.
That took a real left turn.
It really did. Like, I wasn't ready for that one at all.
You two went there.
That was his gotcha question.
Yeah, that was it. So, no, Jimmy, tonight, though, we were asked, like, what was our drink of choice for it? You made a pretty good one tonight, so why don't you kind of talk us through what your drink is going to be for the Thanksgiving holiday?
Yeah, and I don't really know what to call it.
Anything that gets me drunk, then I don't have to do it with my family.
I mean, this
That's
works.
a good one. Okay.
This does work for that. It's a cinnamon, maple, bourbon, but it's also got a little bit of lemon juice in with it. So,
Which is kind of where it kind of lost me. But you shook it, so it's
but
right.
shaking it, and it does work out well together. I'm going to make a little bit of room for this one.
So what you're telling me is you're just going to slam that down and have another one. I mean, let's be honest, though. Matt's already had like 3 cocktails tonight, so.
So
Matt's trying to get lucky tonight.
we're
Get
gonna.
the wrong person drunk, Matt.
So for Craig, we're using Buffalo Trace tonight. We can use anything with it. 1.5 ounces of bourbon.
Let's make it 2 ounces. Be done. Quit pussyfooting around. It's Thanksgiving. We're getting.
I mean,
shit-faced.
that.
Well, with my family, there's a good chance that it would have turned into 2 or just straight up anything.
So what you're telling me is
1 ounce of-
Mama Range is going to do this up, right?
Mama Range will do one of these if I ask her to.
I do like the idea of the fresh squeezed lemon
Yeah.
juice.
And then we're going to throw in, first one we made, I put 1 ounce of maple syrup. Then I cut it back to 3/4. Very different taste between the two of them.
Yeah, if
Very different.
If you like it sweeter, I would definitely
Yeah.
drop it that way. It kind of cancels out to me, though. It canceled really all of the bourbon taste to it.
Yeah.
It
Well, we
really-
went with a lower proof bourbon
Sure.
too. Going forward, I probably would do a higher proof. Because I think that would work well with it.
Fair.
A little bit of cinnamon. And I hate this shaker. Jeremy's got the good one for his.
It's my fault. It's my
No.
fault.
Shake it up. Always with this one.
You know,
Smart
if
ass.
you hate that shaker so much, why don't you fucking get rid of it? Buy
Well,
another
because I did buy another one and Jeremy got
one.
it.
Then throw that one away.
All right, strain it.
Christ. Guy acts like he fucking makes $2 an hour.
I do. I'm semi-retired, dude.
Oh, here we go.
Chill out.
All right.
Well, your AARP card
All
should
right.
be in the mail. You can
I've
afford
had that
one.
for 12 years.
Okay, well, not my fault. You're old as fuck.
Oh God. So what do you want to call it? It needs a name.
I know. I'm not
So
sure.
far, I'm kind of liking Craig's the get drunk and do
Yeah.
with your family one, but not bad, not bad. So
No, it turned out pretty good. So something a little bit different,
yeah, it's kind of an old fashioned. It's kind of
but the lemon juice replaced the
I
simple
think you
syrup.
need apple.
it's kind of a martini, so it works out a
I
little
think
bit
you
both
need
ways.
apple
So
over the lemon.
I think the apple would make it a completely different cocktail,
Yeah.
but I think that it works.
Take away the maple and use apple instead for the sugar.
Well, just to think about that, that would be my drink tonight. So
No, my bad.
the one that I've got
I
tonight.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I
clearly,
understand. So.
clearly I was not paying attention.
But the cool thing is they're both tasty. So, all right, mine this evening that I'm going to be serving is, of course, with Uppercut Cinnamon Walnut Whiskey. We're going to go 2 ounces of
Shameless
Uppercut.
plug.
100%.
A little
You
bit
can
of it.
get that at every major liquor store in Missouri and in Illinois still. Thank you very much. A little bit of simple syrup. We're going to
That
do
works.
3/4 of an ounce of
Good enough
that.
for girls I sleep with.
We're going to do then 3/4 of fresh lime juice on this one. And then we are going to do 2 ounces of your best apple
I do
cider.
like that though. I mean, it's different. I think.
Yeah.
You know what you ought to try is smoking it.
That would probably be good with it.
Yeah. Here you go, Jeremy. I'll just hand this down. You can go ahead and fill that back up.
You got it.
After I said I wasn't going to drink tonight.
Yeah.
I know.
You want me
Now
to
I
hand
found
you-
out. Well, I ain't got to go Kansas City tomorrow, so I can get shit faced.
All right, give it a shake. Shaking is very important whenever you've got your citrus in the drink.
I'm glad I didn't decide to use Uppercut with this one.
Yeah. Now I can't get this one open. There we go.
I do think a higher proof with this one would be better, though.
Yeah, I agree. But
I mean,
go ahead and dump that one over. Thank you very much, Matt, for making sure that's in the shot. Did you give me a glass, Craig?
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
That one.
perfect. All right, then we're going to take a little bit of a lemon zest over the top of it, give it just a little bit of squeeze, give it all the way around, drop that in it. And this is basically an apple cider bourbon smash. And so, very tasty. But what are you guys drinking for your holiday event? Let us know what is your, okay, and also what is your go-to Thanksgiving dinner?
Thanksgiving dinner,
Yeah, dinner.
turkey.
Is it just turkey?
I don't eat none of that other shit.
That's fair.
I don't like
We're turkey.
pumpkin. I don't like
Turkey, mashed
cranberries.
potatoes.
You don't like pumpkin. Yeah, you don't
dressing.
like cranberries because I made a
Pumpkin
cranberry
pie.
cake
I
once.
don't like. I don't pumpkin at all.
My question, to loop it back, what would be a good food pairing?
Well, I mean, you guys had a chef on without me, but whatever.
That was your call.
No, that was your guys' call when you fucked me the week before.
He's not wrong on that one.
That's true. Oh,
It really
right
was
as Mama Range joins.
It was
Yeah,
good.
it's
So,
pretty all right.
but
she's never heard me cussing before.
yeah, exactly. I think Mama Range will like both of these, so we're gonna see what she thinks.
Yep, I'll make them both for her.
You know,
Yeah.
this would be good like as a dessert drink.
Yeah.
Well, so to me that one would it would work really well as an after
Like
dinner
an
drink
apple
because
pie
it's sweet.
and-
Have
yeah.
a piece of apple pie with it.
Yep.
I think that food pairing wise, I don't see either one of these really working for eating it and drinking it at the same time as like
No.
eating turkey. I don't think it would work.
Now, there is a recipe I like that's with cranberries, but you cook it ahead of time in that
Yeah, I've
and
got
everything with it. That is a good food pairing with your Thanksgiving dinner because it pulls into
Yeah.
tartness and everything to go with it. So
I'm a pretty picky.
I'll put that recipe online.
All right, we will put that one up there online. We will actually put both of these drinks online for you on our Twitter at MMA Bourbon.
Appreciation.com.
That too.
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's
Something
close
like that.
enough. So, all right.
Oh, look
The
at him,
other
he's
question.
fancy. He's got a fucking keyboard now.
Oh yeah, I have.
He's had that.
If you guys could see what I have off sides, that I can actually see all of the stuff going on here. I have to, I gotta have notes, I got videos, I got stuff in the background. So
No. Anyway, go ahead.
now, so the other thing that we got asked is, what kind of bar tools does everybody need? So Jimmy, I want you to kind of go through what the setup is that you have out here and that we would be using for just the average day in the world of Thanksgiving dinner.
So, for making drinks,
Here, you want to show me? I'll show him my tools.
yeah, Craig's got a bottle.
Got a bottle.
Good, let's do this. I'm here.
I love
So
it.
to keep it simple, depending on how you're making your drink, if you're not using citrus, you're going to stir it. If you are, you're going to shake it. So one way or the other. Then you want a strainer to get, like when I use fresh lemon, I don't worry about getting seeds out. I strain them.
Okay.
Dude, I don't
A
know where
peeler
my
for the
strainer went.
zest.
I don't know where my strainer went. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
But we do have a peeler to get orange or lemon or lime zest from it. A nice bar knife. And that's really about it. And then you get a nice,
That's the big one
the
right
big
there.
one is your measuring cup.
Yeah, you got to have
Little-
a decent measure for it
Yeah.
because throwing everything in the glass can be fun, but it also can either A, you could start a bar fight in your own home because everybody's drinking 5 ounces of bourbon at one time. It is what it is. Or, you don't have enough. And so you end up with the weird ratios because everything that we do make on the show and everything that you really get that you like at like a bar and things
all
are
measured
generally
out.
mixed.
Yeah.
It's all
gotta
measured
be.
out. Has to be measured out. If not, it's like it's like baking a cake or it's like making a pie or something. You have to have the right, or
all
it won't turn out.
Yeah, it's all about ratios.
Another thing I think is good, especially if you're going to be drinking through the day in that, get a cube
Breathalyzer?
maker. No,
Oh.
but where you can get the large cubes, because that way you're not watering down
Did
what
you
you're
say
drinking.
breathalyzer?
I did.
I just caught that. I was like, who that went over my head? I mean,
But I
Uber,
think that helps
Lyft,
too.
Yeah, an Uber. Definitely get an Uber.
Couch.
Yeah. Unless you don't like your
Yeah, those
in-laws.
those having the big cubes and stuff. If you're going to do certain drinks, like that one.
Yeah.
This one works good with this. I still want to buy one of those badly.
Yeah, the ice.
The ice maker.
Ice
yeah.
is important. Go buy yourself a big cube freezer. That helps out a ton. But really, this is
One
it.
of
You can
these.
get any kind of real decent bar set on Amazon.
Top shelf.
Matter of fact, what I'll do is I will put my link to my Amazon cart out there that has my tools in it, and we will share
One of
those
these.
out on our Facebook. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the big
Great.
ones, so.
I have a couple of these.
They're
plus
inexpensive.
I have a couple of these, and then I have the metal.
I got a round one, and then I've got one that's cylindrical. It's kind of different.
I'll put all of that out on my Amazon influencers link. So, yeah, his has his initials on it. which
This
is
one
really
doesn't.
cool.
The round ones do.
John McLaughlin, change your shirt, Craig.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
just came from work.
It's all good. Everybody loves Red Hot Riplets. Don't
That's
lie.
right.
Don't lie. If you're from this area, you know absolutely. So,
There's a request for Uppercut in New York.
Send Jim Range your address.
actually, give us till second quarter next year. There's something coming, and
Just
I will.
DM
I
me,
will
we'll get it taken care of.
Or you could just send a DM and we can make it happen. But there is something coming that I'm not going to share yet that we will look at second quarter next year. So
Oh, I can quit my job and just work for you?
pretty close.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So also tonight, one Mr. Jim Range decided to take a solo trip to Kentucky without all of us.
But when you're semi-retired and everybody else has to work, what do? You do a day trip.
I was
Okay.
gonna think of other things, but okay.
I mean, fair. So, Jim, talk us through your day trip and all the booze that you bought in this cool one that we're going to do tonight for our Is It Worth It? And, of course, our Is It Worth It is we will tell you what the retail and what the secondary market price is. We will then taste it, and we will tell you, is it worth it? So,
Yeah. So I hit Heaven Hill and I hit Old Forester. For Heaven Hill, I actually did the bottle your own.
You went, like, over here then over here.
Well, I did it afternoons.
Oh,
I drove
okay.
up in the morning, and then the next morning before I came home, I started the day off at
Did
Old
you go to
Forester.
Merle's and eat?
Yeah.
Bless it. See what
I
he
got your
does?
bacon.
Thanks. I appreciate you got my bacon for me.
I mean,
So-
it's the fucking you get for the fucking you got.
Exactly.
But
You know what's even worse is I had to go to Kentucky for him to pick up a load of.
you didn't
IT
get
stuff.
food.
I didn't get food. No. I
That's
didn't
your own
get
damn
shit.
fault, see? But so for the bottle your own, it was a pretty cool experience. They walked you
Just
through to
saying.
talk about everything, give you a little bit of history of the different bottles they've gotten at. And I chose, just because you can only buy it at the distillery, their select stock, This one's at 119.3 proof.
Can we also take a minute that it got me? I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. He's a few points
No,
off.
you said it was 117 earlier.
That's 119.3,
Okay,
59.7.
did he not say 117?
No, I said 117.
He said 117 earlier.
I did it
also.
first too.
Oh,
I did too. I
That's
thought
why
it
I
was.
said I knew what it was.
I thought
Oh,
it was.
okay. Well, no, it's...
But so it's kind of cool
You're good, I'm
experience.
just saying.
If you
Yeah.
label it, you got to put the label on. There's a certain way you got to do it. They'll yell at you. You got to put your tax stamp on it and
That's
that. So
the damn government.
right, because they're legally selling you a bottle
I thought
that's
Trump was
bottled
gonna fucking take care
there.
of all that.
So it's a pretty cool experience. The food there was really good.
I fucking voted for him. What the fuck is? Why are we? Why is it not taken care of already? He's been voted. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
So, but so this one retails 110, 135 bottle it.
Lost all her rights, so she can't.
Yeah, she lost all her. Yeah, DJ K.
You know what?
Lost all her
I-
all her rights when Trump got voted in. He's not even off.
You know what? I don't need my wife coming downstairs right now,
So
pissed off at
anyway,
you.
We went to
So-
Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
And then he went to Old Forester. And then we didn't talk about politics.
Right.
I'm just talking
Old
shit.
Forester, I did do the tour. That was really cool.
Was it?
The history of it and that. And I'm trying to get Craig's mind off other shit, but he hates this part. So, is it worth it?
It's not
Jeremy,
that I hate this part.
110 bucks.
It's just completely went to shit when we started
Yep.
making fun of Trump.
110 is it worth
God
it?
damn
I
it.
wasn't ready for this.
I can't help it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
And that's retail.
You guys
All
have
right, I missed it. Okay, time out. How much was it?
110 to
Okay.
buy it there. 135 because I bottled it as part of the experience.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
It's 110
it's not
bucks.
bad. It's not bad.
there's no secondary
no.
on it, but no.
So,
375 or is it?
That's just 750.
yeah. It's just a short, squatty
But
bottle.
you also got the tour, and you got the bottle it yourself.
Yeah.
You got to, you got
So-
to pick your barrel you wanted to
I
bottle
mean,
from.
yeah, it's
So
bottled
we're
by
gonna talk
me.
about
And,
this one from the experience level,
Right.
not just the taste level.
So I'm
so
saying,
135 bucks with the experience.
I'm saying for the experience and everything, 135 is cheap. I mean,
I agree.
Heaven
Because
Hill,
it's a good whiskey.
It's a good whiskey. It's a little oaky for me, but I liked it.
And I bet if you dropped a cube on this,
It'd
or
be
even a
even
drop
better.
of water, it would be
But
even
it's
better.
good. But I like Heaven Hill.
Yeah,
I mean, I really, I don't think I've had anything of theirs that's not, I've not liked.
100%. Yeah, I think that absolutely. And
Pretty sure
you
Trump likes it.
The bartender served
Trump doesn't drink.
when I had lunch. She was a bit upset that
I couldn't
we
help it,
killed
guys. Sorry.
He just smashes Big Macs.
She was upset that we
Smashes-
killed
I'm
and
shut
had
up.
an extra
I better shut up.
HH27.
Got it. Okay. I mean, it is what it is.
I
So
think cares about they're going to kill me.
Yep. Craig's wound up. Who let him drink?
I love every minute of it.
Hey, I was fucking about to fall asleep earlier.
And now it's going. Okay.
Now it's like, all right, we're
All right.
drinking, let's drink.
So, at $135, we all agree. Producer Matt, is it worth it? Absolutely,
All right.
it's worth it.
You know you can say yes instead of doing this, because no one can hear this or see this.
Because they can hear you a little bit. But I gave you a mic at one point in time, and you still won't do it. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know. Have you ever done a Heaven Hill experience, and what is your favorite?
Yeah, it's about
on-
$350 in Vegas.
Oh, God.
But you got to go outside downtown to have it.
Who says that?
Yeah. I have
Oh,
lost all
boy.
control of this show, ladies and gentlemen,
The
and
ball
that's
move
all
cotton,
right.
Let's see how that works out. for
Yeah,
him.
exactly. So, and this is going to be the one again that gets more views than any other, right?
Right.
So, yeah,
I can't help it.
it's
All
fine.
right.
I haven't
It's
been
all
on the
fun.
show in a couple of weeks. In a
Exactly.
month.
So, all right, though, tell us what you guys think, though, of course, here in the comments on Facebook. Or, again, remember to always, if you don't get to catch this one, listen to it on Spotify, where our numbers are big, and also our YouTube channel, which has got a lot of numbers to it.
I wasn't sure where he was going with it.
I was like, I'm
bracing myself.
I'm like sitting there like, I got plenty I want to say.
Thank
but
God
I'm
it's
gonna
not
shut up.
Craig.
I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to shut up.
Oh, no, it's all good.
I thought he was going to say Shopify a second ago. I was like, what the fuck, why are we on Shopify?
We have a Shopify.
I know we have a Shopify.
That
Oh,
way you
yeah,
can-
we got a hand out a T-shirt.
Nick got it.
We do have to hand out a T-shirt.
Wonder if he'll wear that to nothing. I'm sure.
Yeah, I was going to put on there.
All right, hang on. First and foremost, though, there is no sip, sink, and save tonight, so we're going to just move right past.
That's for Matt Frazier.
Ooh, damn. All right. What we do? All right. This is what everybody came for, though, and that is, of course, to talk about the combat sports world that went down this week, and that is brought to you, of course, by Yo-Roy Tape. Check them out. Yo-Roy Tape is the best in athletic wraps from here to Britain to wherever. Mr. Craig Nasello here, the big fine owner of that company, and takes care of business there.
Me and Matt Marsden and Simon Hausman.
Beautiful. So check it out, YoRoyTape.com. Okay.
New gauze coming soon.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. Now we move into the world of combat sports, and as I said in the opener, the biggest boxing fight in all of history.
Frazier. 4?
Has went down, and that is Jim Range's favorite boxer, Jake Paul, stops the legend Mike Tyson.
Stops him? He didn't stop him. It was a fucking decision.
In an 8-round decision.
He beat him. He did not stop him.
Yeah,
he won the fight, didn't he?
It's not a stoppage. If you were betting, you would have stoppage. You would have lost.
Well, I mean, there was only one of us who called how it would end, so.
Yeah, it was Nick. Wasn't anybody here. I thought fucking Tyson was
Wait.
Closet Boy said
Wait
decision.
a minute. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Closet Boy said.
Oh, did he say decision? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, I said decision.
I've slept since then.
It's fine.
You know what he's getting
We've
for
had
Christmas?
900 text messages since then,
Yes.
too.
You know what he's getting for Christmas?
I love
Cube
Paul.
makers that has CB on it for Closet Boy.
God damn.
I was just going to buy him a fucking dildo.
Oh, my God. Where did we go here? Okay.
I didn't go there.
You didn't. All right, but, okay.
Sorry, Mom.
First and foremost.
No, he's not. Don't let him bullshit you, Betty.
The internet is.
Sorry.
The
Betty.
internet.
Betty.
I call her Bets.
Okay.
The
That's what I
internet is
thought.
aflame with the idea that this was fixed.
You're trying to take this over.
Was it fixed?
Oh, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Both of them got paid. Okay. Everybody knows how I feel about one, boxing, and two, Jake Paul, that listens to this show. I love Mike Tyson. Always have. I grew up on Mike Tyson. Me and my dad watching Mike Tyson fight. Blah, 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 blah. Jake Paul used that platform to get other fighters paid. Those
Absolutely.
girls got paid finally.
Oh, 100%.
They've already put on one good fight at Madison Square Garden. They didn't get shit out of that, neither of them.
Yeah.
They got paid on this fight, and they deserved it. They beat the shit out of each other. It was a great fight.
Fight of the Year candidate.
My takeaway from this whole experience, it was a spectacle, and that's what he was trying to do. And everybody got paid, especially him and Mike Tyson. Period.
Okay. All right.
Do I agree with it? No, because I'm an old school guy that wants to fucking. I want a winner and a loser, and I want Mike Tyson to knock motherfuckers out.
Okay.
Like he used to. But did I enjoy the night? Yes. The very first fight was, I was like literally texting Stephen Shaw like, why the fuck are we not?
It
on
wasn't
the card?
terrible, but it wasn't great. It was a better opening
The
fight.
fucking dude was a god. The dude had a muffin top and barely fucking like.
But
so
it's
he was
better-
tired after the first round.
But it's better than most opening fights
I
you see.
understand that, but they had how many undercard fights did they have before it came on that? You put that. I know why they put that on there because that Brazilian dude has like 5 or 6 point something million fucking
Yeah.
followers on Instagram.
Dude, how about the Indian betting that he would win at $1 million house in India lost?
That's fair. That's fair.
He lost his house on that fight.
That's legit.
How did he lose his house in that fight? He won that fight.
The way he bet it.
All right.
Oh, well, that's his problem.
We got to see a whole new side of Mike Tyson also.
We did get to see a whole new side of Mike Tyson, which
Oh, he bet on Tyson.
That was a lot.
To win.
Oh, he bet on Tyson
okay.
to win? Oh.
So how tarnished is this though?
Corey,
by-
right. Age and respect did play a factor in this fight.
Yep.
Okay. So you think that it was more Jim Range, as your favorite fighter being Jake Paul. Do you think that he was just respectful towards Tyson and didn't want to finish him? Do you think that, tell me about it.
I'm not even sure what to think about it, honestly. If you watch the way Tyson trained coming into it,
Yeah,
In
but
the
when
video?
was those videos? So
no,
here's my
that's
question.
no, I know.
The only reason I'm saying this is because now at the end of the
I got
fight,
to step off for a second.
you heard Tyson talking about how he almost died and lost all this weight and all this and all that.
You all right over there? No. Okay. Oh my God!
Motherfucker!
We think Jimmy's having a heart attack, and this.
Oh
is
yeah,
what it
I
comes
was like,
out
is he
to.
okay? Oh shit!
Oh my God! All right, so Jake freaking Paul here.
So anyway,
All right. Matt, can you still hear me?
come on.
Oh my
Finish
God!
finish your thoughts there, Jake.
I was going
freaking
to
Paul.
do it for the next segment. It was too perfect not to do it here.
100%. Okay. All right. Continue though, please. Now that I know you're not dying.
No, Craig, you're right. We don't know when those were done, when the reels were done of him training. Watching him walk out though,
He walked like he had a knee
he
replacement.
looked bad walking out from that moment on.
Like I don't know if he needs like a new knee or what. but
Well, supposedly he
he's
had
got a
some
lot of
health issues earlier in the year.
yeah.
I don't know the background on that, so I don't want to make assumptions with it.
Well, he said he had 8 blood transfusions and
Yeah.
That's a
June.
lot.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
That's a lot going on.
But at the same time, I'm like, how the hell did the state sanction it then?
Right. Because it
And-
was a sanctioned fight. This was like real on the record.
It was on the records.
they're also in Texas.
Right.
It's fair.
But then again, Mike came out punching, and the inside of me says there's no way in hell Mike Tyson could throw a fighter back off.
Okay.
But there's that point where he hits Jake a couple times really good. Jake ties him up, and what's Mike do? When Jake leans into him, pats him on the back, and Mike never came out strong again.
So do you think Mike hurt him?
I think Jake was stunned and
Okay.
I
So
don't know.
that's-
But when you watch it and go through it and you play it through your mind, you don't want to believe it.
If I take anything away from it, Mike Tyson smacked the fuck out of him like some girl at weigh-ins. That's all I care
Well,
about.
yeah,
That was
he
funny
did.
as fuck. I'm
But
sorry.
that was deserved. Jake came up and stepped on his foot on purpose.
I understand that, but I still think that's the funniest part of all.
Oh, it is.
I don't care. Like I said, I wanted Mike Tyson to knock him out, but I have to give it to Jake Paul. They sold a fucking fight.
He's the
They
greatest.
sold a fight. Those 2 seats were $2 million a piece in that little stupid cube.
Yes.
$4 million off 2 seats.
It's an insane thought.
Insane.
Okay.
So let me throw this out there with it too then. Who's the greatest marketing ever in sports? Any sport.
Are you putting the argument that one Jake freaking Paul is the best sports marketer now?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Look what he's done.
I mean, he's done a lot of
Without
very
having the support of an organization.
well, and owning
Conor
part of the
had
company
UFC
that.
backing. Jake has been able to take what he's done to do what?
It's pretty amazing to think about. Do I think the fight was rigged? No, I don't.
No, I don't
Do I think that there was probably a gentleman's agreement? I do. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do I think?
Sanctioned fight, yes, there is.
Do I think that Mike Tyson come out and I think Jake might have took it light on him after seeing the way he was moving?
Could be.
Well, he even kind of mentioned that in the post-fight press conference. That he's like, there was no reason to
No.
and I get that.
There's no first thing you're gonna villainize. People already fucking hate you.
But he plays the role.
But hear me out.
Okay.
People already fucking hate you, and you go and knock out a 58-year-old man that's fucking loved in the boxing community as probably one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and you go knock this guy out, and with him moving like he is, everybody's seeing this. You go knock him out. You know much more you're gonna be hated. This.
Let's go back 9 or 10 years to a fight we had here at the Chase Park Plaza.
Okay.
Hall of Fame fighter. I'm not going to mention the name.
James Stoney.
Continue.
Fights a kid who's nothing.
Right.
The kid beat up on Tony
Yeah.
and bad. As a sports fan, as a boxing fan, I was shooting that fight. And you go out and look at the fights of mine from that night, you'd have sworn King Charles got his ass beat.
Okay. I could see that.
He totally disrespected. And I do have to give Jake kudos for that. Because he could have done the same thing.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have done
He
it.
could have.
He
was
didn't.
he was younger. He's faster. He's longer. He's taller. But he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
And I'll give him
The
respect for
respect
that.
is there for that because he could have embarrassed Mike.
So
we know he can hit.
Okay, so does everything that happened with Netflix?
Mayweather, Mike. Mayweather.
Let's see.
Driesbach.
Mike Driesbach. So he doesn't think Mayweather. Okay, do you think Mayweather's a better promoter? No, I
No.
don't.
No.
I think Mayweather's a better boxer.
Also, thanks to Jimmy's new internet, unlike Netflix, we haven't buffered one time.
I like that. Yes, yes, because hashtag buffering was trending on Twitter.
You know, honestly, I had a few problems, but I backed out, went back in, and didn't have a problem after that.
Oh
I had
my
to do it
God.
too many times.
At one point in time, mine completely stopped.
But then I was behind.
At one point in time, mine looked like the fucking video game.
Yes.
From
Yeah,
Punch-Out!
it literally looked like Mike Tyson's Punch Out from back in the day.
It did, but I mean, what do you expect? I mean, they at one point they were drawing over 60 million people.
Yeah, they said they were at
60
one
million
point in time.
homes, not people.
Yeah,
homes.
60 million households.
Yeah, 60
watching
million
this.
households at
And
this.
every Hot Shots had it.
Every place,
I
yeah.
mean, worldwide,
yeah,
200
I mean,
million people easily were watching
yeah.
that fight.
So
And
is,
then think about all the people that were there. Cowboy Stadium holds 80,000 people.
And it's sold
just
out.
in the stands,
yeah,
plus the floor.
and it sold out.
And it was sold out. Insane
So
numbers.
okay, so is this the biggest boxing fight in history?
Yes.
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 Interesting.
Hands down, it's the
So-
most watched, the most viewed, the most talked about.
So the thing that
It
got
really
me
is. But you got to compare it to this day and age.
Right.
Think about Ali versus Frazier.
Thrilla in Manila?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that. That was probably the biggest fight. Now, if they were
if
now,
the capabilities
today,
of broadcast.
that would have
Right,
blown
right.
this away.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Mayweather and McGregor? I mean, that was like.
That was huge too.
That was big.
But I still,
Well,
don't, I still don't think it
Pacquiao
did.
was.
I don't.
Pacquiao and Mayweather was gigantic.
I still don't think it did the
I
numbers.
don't think so either.
I don't think
It
it did the
didn't do these
numbers.
numbers.
This, but it also Netflix is it's not free, but it wasn't a $90 fucking pay-per-view.
Right.
And it opened the door to even more.
Well, the WWE's going to Netflix.
Well-
or is it WWE?
Yes,
or,
WWE
Yeah,
is.
but the big thing that I took away from this is that even your grandmother was talking about boxing
and could watch it.
and could watch it.
Stacey's got friends that could not care about boxing. We're watching. She's like, what the hell is wrong with
100%.
you?
And then you turn around and so you got the WWE starting what, January? January 6th with Netflix. I tell you, another company that needs to jump on that is try to get Invicta FC on Netflix.
Yeah.
That would open up them to a lot of customers.
I could see
a lot of new
and
eyes on
and
an
I could-
all-women promotion.
I could see it if WWE is moving. Then how long is it until the UFC does? Big time. So, all right. One more question about this though. So with this being what we're going to arguably say was the biggest boxing fight in history, does Jake Paul make the Mount Rushmore
No.
of boxing?
Fuck no, I'm not even letting you finish that sentence. No.
All right. So Craig,
How many fights has he had now? 11?
this was 11, 12.
There's no way he makes them.
Okay. So Craig, who is on your Mount Rushmore of boxing?
Ali, of course.
Okay.
I mean, that should be that should everyone be. He's the man.
Okay.
Ali. God, this is so hard. We were talking about this before the show started. I'm gonna go Ali. I'm gonna go Roy Jones Jr.
Interesting. Okay.
Shit. Pacquiao. And probably Mayweather. I hate
Wow,
saying that.
okay, so-
I hate saying that, but he did.
You're making Bob proud right now saying that. Not that he
He
made
did.
it, but
He did retire undefeated.
Absolutely, he
he
did.
did.
Do I think he? Do I like him? Not really. I think his fights were fucking boring.
But he's the greatest defensive boxer
But he was
ever.
he was the greatest defensive.
You could not hit him.
No, the guy had footwork and head movement and was just he was a good boxer. Period. He was a great boxer. I can't even say good. He was great. So and promotion wise, he does rack up the money in promotion too.
100%.
He takes care of his fighters.
And Roy Jones Jr.'s promotion does well.
All right, Jimmy. Give us your Mount Rushmore of boxing.
This was brutal because
This was tough.
I went further back. than
Okay.
that. So I don't see how you can leave Joe Louis off.
Yeah,
140 months as a champion, defended it 35 times during that. That's insane to me. 10 years as world champion. Now, granted, you didn't have the number of boxers you've got now, but still. Sugar Ray Robinson. So I got a couple old schools in there.
Okay.
Ali's there.
Okay.
Just because of what he did for the game, his personality, all of it. He was a great
he
fighter.
was a showman.
Mayweather is not. Strictly because in my mind, if I'm putting around Rushmore, I want the all-around
Fair.
boxer there.
Fair.
All right.
And he was not an offensive fighter. He was a defensive. You couldn't hit him. Now, granted, he did sit there and pick the hell out of you, punch by punch. But
Okay.
and my fourth one, I threw Duran in.
Oh,
Just
Roberto
because
Duran.
of the impact
Okay.
he had when he was fighting.
All right. All right.
I mean, there were
I mean,
so
it's
many
so
people
hard.
like
It's
Mickey
so-
Ward.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
we brought up Mickey Ward. How the hell do you leave Mickey Ward off? Where do you draw the line?
Well,
Yeah.
so I went down the road of, I'm going to go with, of course, you got to have Ali out there. I'm going Rocky Marciano because he did beat Joe Lewis's ass.
Well,
beat
that's
Joe
another
Lewis's
one.
ass.
How do you leave him off?
He beat Joe Lewis's ass.
He beat Joe Lewis's ass, and that happened.
And I got Lewis on there.
Well, then, okay, and then we jump into the new school. Is Tyson on this list? I don't think so.
No.
And the whole reason being is that I did not put Tyson on this list is because his last real fight against Kevin McBride, he quit. Plain and simple, he quit. I do.
One I didn't think about, Tyson Fury.
Well,
I mean, you know.
but see, I went more towards, I definitely put Mayweather on there
Yeah.
because of just being able to go
Yeah.
51-0,
Sugar Ray
52-0,
Robinson, too.
53, whatever it is that he's
Yeah.
gotten, because he beat a Paul brother, he beat up some Japanese dude in Pride, and then he beat up like one of John Gotti's kids or something crazy, But he's done that, and then I brought in Canelo because I wanted to go too old, too new.
Well, Canelo was on my flip list of do I include him or not.
Well,
the same with Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Lomachenko
hasn't fought. He does not have a lot of pro fights. So that's the only reason.
Yeah, I don't think Lomachenko has had enough fights yet to be there. But then you
But,
get into.
but you're asking about Jake Paul. He said, Lomachenko's had more than him.
Okay, but has Jake Paul has done more for boxing than Vasily Lomachenko has.
Yeah.
But the two that we were leaving off also is the Klitschko brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, for real. So
Andre Ward.
100%.
I mean, got plenty of.
There's
plenty
a ton
of,
out there.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys out there. You just,
Can we throw out for the greatest announcers ever, Rosie Perez?
oh God.
Oh my God, that was so terrible.
I don't know who I wanted.
Why was she there? Honestly, what credentials does she have to put her calling that fight?
I don't know who I wanted to get rid of worse.
No, that's
Her
exactly it because she's
or
from
Morrow.
Brooklyn.
See, I love Morrow. I've always loved
Morrow
Morrow.
is a great guy, but God, the cliche, stupid fucking shit he was saying.
Well,
I
and
was
the other
just-
thing people have never seen
Oh.
Morrow, like Dave Davis was commenting, my God, he's driving me crazy. I go, Dave, that's who he is.
That's who he is.
And he's overcompensating
for the
because
others.
for the other ones, yes.
for everybody.
But
Well,
does Rosie Perez have a Netflix special or a show or something?
I don't know what she
anything?
does anymore.
Because that's the
Those
only
two-
way that I could see
she's,
it.
Well, I remember her always being in the front row.
She
at,
was.
at Tyson fights.
Well, that's great, but who cares?
Well, and she's a huge women's boxing advocate, which with Katie Taylor
Yeah.
and Amanda Serrano.
What was
there.
that?
We're not even
I'm not going
man.
there. Okay.
I ain't even touching that motherfucker.
No. All right. Let us know, though, in the comments, who is your Mount Rushmore of boxing? So,
Corey threw out his list, and I mean, again, it's legitimate.
It's a
Ali,
very legit-
Tyson, Mayweather, and Robinson.
that's a fair one. It really is. All right. Let's jump, though, to the world of mixed martial
Yeah,
arts.
Cedric
because
Alexander was not good either. No.
The GOAT has come back. Jon Jones has come against Stipe Miocic in the UFC 309,
Man,
I
he
believe it
fucking-
was.
Threw him
Oh my
He
God.
That was ugly.
Well, Stipe retired, which is, I mean, Stipe is
Stipe's 42 years
42
old.
years old. He's a firefighter. I mean, the guy he was the champion for a long, long time. He's had, what, a 3-4 year layoff?
Yes.
I mean,
So,
Interesting stat. Stipe's never fought in the Venom shorts before. That's how long.
wow.
wow.
He's never fought in the Venom shorts. Jesus.
Look
That's
you
a
pulling
long.
that out.
But-
That's
man.
a great one, Matt. Look at producer Matt producing. Love it.
I
We're
want
going
to
to
see,
my next trivia night that they got MMA on.
I wanna
It'll probably
see-
be never.
I want to see him and Tom Aspinall now.
Well, so that's that. I'm coming to that because
Okay.
so after the fight, I watched the post-fight press conference, and there was talk of an Alex Pereira fight, and there was talk of a Tom Aspinall fight.
Why are we fighting Alex Pereira? He's the 205 champ. Leave it alone.
Does Jon Jones go down to 205?
Oh, then go down 205.
But do you think, number one, Jon Jones, they call him the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time, is what they claim.
What is he, 20-something and 1?
Well, yeah, and the 1 is
I don't
a
care.
DQ.
It's still a
but
fucking...
it's 100%. It's a 1. Absolutely it is.
Still a 1.
Steve Mazzagatti did that to him. So, do you think, though, that if he does not fight Tom Aspinall, who is the interim, who's defended his belt now 3 times or whatever it is, the interim heavyweight champion, if he doesn't fight him, does it kill the GOAT status?
Yes.
Yes. Because he won't fight somebody who he should be fighting.
He should be fighting
He's
the
a
number one
fighter.
number one contender that's already the interim heavyweight champion because he didn't want to fight until he fought Stipe. Which is, I get that. You wanted to fight the best heavyweight of all time, which was Stipe.
Okay.
Okay, and now you've beat him, so now it's time to get back in line and start fighting the fucking guys that are coming up.
Yep.
So,
But he is Jon Jones, so he gets to call the shots.
well, we'll go into something else he got to call the shots on, which I found pretty interesting. Do you think, though, that is this a money grab and that's solely it?
Fuck yeah, get paid. He's 37 years old. Why not get paid?
So will he fight Tom Aspinall if the money's right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He already said he's going to go fight whoever him and Dana figure out who's the best person to fight. Which means
Which is how much money he's going to get.
Who's going to give him the right amount of money if he's going to fight him.
Okay.
He said he's not retiring.
There is another semi-controversy to going into this fight, is that they at the last minute changed the gloves in the UFC. So they came out with a new glove that kind of bends your fingers down to stop the eye pokes.
Yeah.
It just so happens that Jon Jones' best technique is the eye poke. And so they changed the gloves to go back to the old ones, which in turn give you straight fingers. Now, we didn't see an eye poke, which I'm impressed with, but do you think that this called the shots? Because what was said is that the gloves, the fighters don't like the new ones, period. They don't like them at all, and that they're going to actually be changing. So if it's a pay-per-view, they get the old ones, and if it's a fight night, they still have to use the new ones. Does that make any sense to you?
None whatsoever.
No sense at all.
First thing, the Bellator gloves were curved like that for years and never heard one guy bitch about it once.
Right.
Ever.
So the Bellator gloves
they
are
fought
much
on that their whole
better,
career,
but
yeah.
no, the Bellator gloves feel much better than
Well,
the new UFC ones.
those were designed by Dean Lassiter.
Right, and they're a much different. It's a much different turn to them.
Cut man Dean Lassiter.
By the way, hello, Mr. Sid G in the comments tonight. Thank you very much. I think that, though, it's very, very suspicious. Even if it wasn't something, I don't think they should have said anything.
No.
Yeah.
No one, I mean.
No one would have known the difference anyway.
Like,
What's
Why make it public?
Yeah, exactly.
The
because
bend is not even that fucking,
It's not.
it's not that significant. At least in the
You're
Bellator
drawing
glove wasn't.
controversy on your own.
Absolutely.
Drawing attention, potential controversy.
Well, so with that controversy, I'm going to go back to the idea of Mount Rushmore. They have called Jon Jones the greatest of all time. He has tested positive for steroids, for cocaine, for beating his wife, for running into a car. He has tested positive for all of that. Does he still maintain the greatest of all time moniker?
Those
Craig.
things don't come into play for greatest of all time.
I mean, it's hard to argue that he's not.
Did steroids help?
Half the motherfuckers are probably on steroids that didn't get caught.
How many have been caught?
Yeah.
More than half?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell, PFL last year had to freak out, had to bring people in because of their heavyweight division went to
Yeah.
shit because all of them got caught on steroids.
you're not wrong.
I mean, it's public
But no,
knowledge.
it's relevant, so.
Okay.
Yes, the guy has been tested time and time again. Do I think he should have had a couple losses on his record? Yes. I thought he lost the first time to Gustafsson.
I agree with
And I
that.
thought he lost to, guy from Brazil. I can't think of his name. Not Brazil. Oh, what was that dude? I don't even know where he's at anymore. I haven't seen him fight in years.
Okay.
But I thought he lost to him too.
So then let's go with it. Okay. Number one, if he is the greatest of all time, is he on your Mount Rushmore? And what is your Mount Rushmore of MMA?
So I'm gonna go with him. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore. You have to. I'm probably gonna go Anderson Silva.
Okay.
After that, I'm probably gonna do Dan Henderson just because I'm a fucking huge fan of Dan's, and I've always liked Dan Henderson.
Okay.
You know,
Glover took share.
no, no, he didn't lose. No, Glover. God, what was that guy's name?
Shogun Hua?
No, he beat the fuck out of him.
Yes, he did.
God, what was his name? I can't think of it right now. Anyway, my fourth one, I'm gonna have to say fucking Jim Miller because he's been in the UFC for like 20. He's been in the UFC for like 20 fucking years now, man.
He was on 100, 200, and 300.
Yeah, and
that is impressive.
And he's been
He's
like
the biggest win streak.
I don't know.
Not win streak, but the most wins, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, so run them down from top to bottom.
God damn it! Now I want to take one out.
Well, top
Okay,
to
so
bottom.
I'm gonna go
what's your-
Jon Jones.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
This
Silva,
is a tough one.
Dan
Okay.
Henderson, and then I'm gonna go Jim Miller. I was gonna put BJ Penn in there somewhere
All
because
right.
I like BJ too.
Okay.
But
it's
hard.
It's the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy Range.
All
Who's
right.
your Mount Rushmore?
So I'm going to start out with who was in my mind with it
Okay.
that I did not add because to me this was harder than boxing.
Yeah, this is a tough
This
one.
was a lot tougher than boxing was
what
in
she
my
said.
mind. So I had Hendo in there. I had Wanderlei Silva.
I didn't even see your eyes.
Mandalay.
Fedor.
Okay, this
Okay,
is who,
you
this
think
is who
Fedor
didn't
did
make
not, did not
Okay,
make
this
it.
is
Oh,
an honorable
Not
mention.
make it.
Honorable
That
mention. Okay.
was going through my mind. Coleman,
Okay.
Liddell, BJ Penn.
All right.
Also, and this is where I got really torn up, Ronda.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. And then as we were talking, it's like you talk Chris Cyborg, but you also have Gina.
Gina Carano, you got to put her in there.
So where do they fit into it? The four I chose, Silva,
Producer Matt's like, you're terrible at this.
Silva, Gracie, Jones is at the top automatically, and I had GSP as my fourth.
All right, Producer Matt. Who's yours?
I was gonna say Amanda Nunes was better than all of the women you mentioned, right?
Yeah, but here's
But
the
they're
problem.
pioneers.
but
they
There's
were
a
there
reason
from the
they're on
start
Mount
and drove
Rushmore.
Yeah, I mean, think
Amanda
about
would not be there without the other three.
think about what all Ronda did for fucking women's MMA.
Better than Chris Cyborg did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Gina Carano, other than Gina had the first fight. And then you got to throw it to, her opponent in the very first fight,
Which is
Tanya Evinger.
Yep.
So, okay. Producer Matt, who's yours?
Sarah Kaufman, you got to throw in there too.
Fair. Fair.
I
It's
don't know,
tough.
I gotta go with
All right.
Jon Jones,
John Jones,
GSP,
GSP,
Anderson Silva,
Anderson Silva.
and then that last one is tough. I don't know.
Just say it. You want it to be Zach Freeman.
Fedor.
Fedor, that's fair. Fedor is on. Okay.
Fedor. I mean, yeah,
So, and
Zach Center on a Rushmore of upsets.
Yes, absolutely is.
100%.
100% is he.
He might be the goat of the upset.
Yes.
So, on mine, I went kind of off the rails a little bit, I think. Mine, of course, I did have Fedor. I do have Jon Jones. No matter how many picograms he's got in his system, he still had to have the talent to get there. No matter what, steroids don't make you a better puncher.
I'm just thinking of one thing when you keep saying grams. Didn't he like fight on cocaine? And
So he literally told Daniel Cormier, he goes, look, I beat you without training and high on cocaine. He goes, there's no one who's going to beat me ever. So, and he has proved it so far.
Anyway,
All right,
sorry.
so anyway, no. All right, so Jon Jones, Fedor Emelianenko. So tough. This is so tough.
it's hard.
It really
And we
is.
walked through this ahead of time.
Well,
But Mark Kerr, the smashing machine. If you don't know who it is, look up your history, children.
how
You
about
gotta
the
know
dude
who
that came
is.
out in the banana hammock? Who is that?
Oh, that was
yes.
Hallman.
Yeah, Dennis Hallman.
Dennis Hallman. And then my last one is Hoist Gracie, because Hoist Gracie,
Hoist-
without
yeah.
it wouldn't be here without the Gracie
I didn't
family.
think about putting
Oh,
Hoist
and
on.
look at producer Matt just shaking his head no.
Well,
So,
Corey on here says George St. Pierre, Max Holloway, Ronda Rousey, and Khabib. And I just cannot.
I
cannot get behind
wholeheartedly
Khabib.
disagree with Khabib.
Yeah.
Most of Hoist's wins were with the gi on.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. It was
Without
still
him, it
MMA.
still wouldn't be here.
It's not.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something I learned a long time ago. He who cheats the most wins the most.
That was part of the rules. It was legit.
It was the rule set back then. They could wear fucking tennis shoes and head stomp and kick in the fucking head. And
Art Jimerson, baby, rest in peace. Great
oh my
man.
God, he was such a nice guy.
Great man.
Met him out in L.A. He was great.
I knew Art for quite a while. He was a good dude.
But you know, back then, they wore fucking wrestling shoes and
Well, they could. That
they
was
could
how the
eye
game
gouge
worked.
and fucking
You
punch
could
you in the dick. And
Well, the video I
100%,
shared with
yeah.
you guys.
Oh.
The knee to the head while he's on the ground.
Well, what
You
about
can still do that, though.
Don Fry and Hangman Choi? It could
Yeah.
be. You could do either one of them because that is such an
Yep.
iconic fight.
And
So,
where does Fry fit in?
oh, it's a tough one. So,
Yep.
all right,
he had the tip in. How about that?
that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen,
He
let
shouldn't
us know
punch
though
it all.
what.
Had it halfway in and the kids walked in.
All right, let
That's
us
a
know
good
though,
note.
guys, on all of our social media platforms, what is your Mount Rushmore of both boxing and MMA? So, and you can do those on Twitter at MMA Bourbon, on Instagram at MMA Bourbon Society, of course, here on Facebook. Don't forget to check out all of our episodes on Spotify, and of course, follow us on YouTube. All right, Mr. Jim Range tonight has asked for the gotcha question.
We already went through it, but actually, honestly, let's talk about it
Oh,
because we did a little bit.
okay.
How does, after the debacle of Tyson, Paul, is Jake Paul going to be able to pull in the viewership that he had been up to that point?
I think so.
I think that he will be bigger than he ever has.
Do you think he's got to bring in a real fighter for
Yes.
No,
next?
not
I
at
think
all.
I think he needs to.
Nope.
To legitimize it a little bit.
So I think if he is going to legitimize himself as a boxer, yes. But as an entertainer,
no.
he doesn't need to
He
because
needs a spectacle just like him.
exactly. So the thing that we ran into this with, okay, what was that?
Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
so
but
that was actually going to be my
But
gotcha
the problem
question.
the problem with it is Conor's what 175 soaking wet.
No, so Conor at the
Conor's
moment is like
200 pounds.
220.
Okay, and
Okay.
he's,
But here's the thing.
let me pull that out real quick.
Right. He is. Yeah, you pull that out, and
Yeah,
you know it is
yeah.
what it is. But the thing is so Jake Paul at the end of it came out and said
He came out.
that Conor McGregor, number one, wouldn't do it because he's under contract with the UFC. Number two, that he would do it at 170,
He ain't
weight.
gonna make 70.
and Jake Paul says it's not going to happen. You know he can't make 170.
Do you think he's juiced?
And so, oh God, yes, by far. Jake Paul, 100%. But he did say, okay, so let's do it in MMA with no weight class, like the old days.
And full MMA rules. I saw that.
Full MMA rules.
Jake will get fucked up.
Does Conor beat him at
Jake
that?
will get fucked up at that, I think.
The Paul brothers were Oklahoma State wrestlers.
No, they were Ohio State wrestlers.
Ohio State wrestlers, excuse me. I knew it started with an
It's a
O.
fucking difference.
There's a big
Big difference. Big difference.
But they
But he's
still,
got the wrestling background.
Yeah.
he's got a wrestling
Yeah,
He's got
background. He's got some
legitimate
ground.
wrestling background.
And Conor McGregor's a fucking champion. Multi-division champion in MMA.
Fair.
Victor got Jose Aldo.
Took out fucking Eddie Alvarez, took out fucking Don Cerrone, took out, think about all the guys he took out.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But
So-
is Conor McGregor's best days behind him?
Absolutely.
That's the question.
If you're partying on your yacht as much as that dude does, because I mean, let's face it, when you live on a freaking yacht, that's amazing.
He's semi-retired. All he does is drink and
That sounds like Jimmy
that
Range.
sounds familiar.
Sounds like a Jimmy
It
Range.
really does.
It's a rough
So
life.
Jimmy hangs out on his yacht and drinks all day. It's great.
on
So
a yacht, but
I mean, you know, it's a bass boat, whatever. It's fine. But
a
okay.
John boat in the garage.
So then, who is the next opponent
Oh, fuck. Who
for
knows?
Jake Paul?
Who fucking knows?
I got no idea.
Mr. Rogers? Fuck, I don't know.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, that one's been going around
that
all
means
day.
we're
So
pretty
That's, the bad thing is that's not even funny because that guy's fucking 100
He's
years
100
old.
years
and
100 years old.
And I can't believe he's still alive. He's had brain cancer and everything.
Oh, I mean, you know.
But
who?
you have to find someone that is either, one, more hated than he is,
Okay.
or just beloved
They got
and
to be
has,
marketable.
and has a huge following.
There is a rumor of Canelo.
Canelo will fuck him up. Canelo is an active boxer. I said that with Mike Tyson, yes. Canelo, God damn, I can't say it because I'm getting excited. Is a fucking, he is
But he's a
Who
168.
gives a fuck?
He's given up 55 pounds.
Yeah, but he knocks motherfuckers out at that way.
Tommy Fury, though.
Who did?
Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
The only real fighter he
I thought
fought.
he was gonna say fucking Canelo did. I'm like, when did he fight him?
No.
Now,
So,
granted, that scorecard.
But Canelo's a
could've
real
gone-
boxer that's still active, still training, still fighting at an elite level.
absolutely.
He's not been off. Hasn't fought in 25 fucking years like Mike Tyson has. I mean,
And he didn't quit in his last fight like Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson quit against Kevin McBride. I don't care what anybody says. He quit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know then, who do you think is going to be Jake Paul's next opponent?
the IRS.
Hey, he moved to Puerto Rico for a reason.
They got full taxation there.
No, it's only 4%. Look it up. That's
For
why they
federal?
all. Yeah, that's why they all move.
Puerto Rico's beautiful.
What about still in here?
Exactly. I've got a fun one that I hadn't told you guys yet, though, but I'm working on this interview, and it may happen, it may not, I don't know yet. So it turns out that he works with Jake Paul's main sparring partner for this fight. He worked with Dakari Scott for this camp. So I'm going to see if I can get Dakari to kind of talk a little bit about it. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys, it has been the 65th episode. But again, let us know on all of the socials, who does Jake Paul fight next? Did you enjoy the fight? And are you as big a fan as Jimmy Range is? Big congratulations to Nick Keeney for winning our contest on who was going to pick the winner. Good job, kid.
Luckily,
Tell him all of his other shirts get tossed now.
There you go. Absolutely. So,
That's a condition we put in after the fact, Nick.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time right here on the
shipping,
MMA
you got to
Bourbon
pay for
Appreciation
shipping
Society.
though. It's $25 for shipping.
Cheers.